Oh my lord. What a freaking night, let me tell you. Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. I really don't know. We're just gonna take a late night stroll here. Not too far from my area on St. Clair Avenue West. That was St. Clair West subway station I just exited. Man, let me tell you how freaking frustrated I am with the Buds. Right? This best of 7 series against the defending champs, the Florida Panthers. They had a 2-0 series lead. They fucking choked it. Here we are. Game 5 at Scotiabank Arena downtown. And I was just downtown with my cousin Richard, Liam, Mikey at Rendezvous. Got their patio. What a fucking bad night. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on a tangent here because as a huge Leafs fan, like, this was just, so freaking disappointing. But actually, not disappointing, but upsetting. They had no momentum at all. They got shut out the last game in Game 4. And then Game 5 was with the series tied at 2 games apiece. It was 6-0. Like, what the hell? This team, they couldn't even go to the freaking net. That's a load of bullshit. You know something? Halfway through the third period, when the Panthers got another freaking penalty, or power play rather, Richard and I are like, fuck that shit. Let's just leave. And so we did. And then at that point it was 5-0. And before we got into the subway at Osgood, Florida scored again. 6-0. And then just now the Leafs ended Bobrovsky's shutout bid. So 6-1. But that's not saying much because that was such a freaking dog shit game. What a disaster. It's yeah, after I got off the train, I think it was Robertson that finally bumped the slump and got a goal for Toronto. Who the fuck cares? Let me tell you, man. And also, even the fans were leaving early too. I saw lots of them on the subway, and we were even chatting with an old lady who was keeping track of the score as we're approaching Bathurst Street. By the way, today is Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. It is just before 10 p.m. And, I didn't film a single video at all today. So this is my only idea. I haven't done a late night walking video in a hot minute. So, I thought, let me just vent my freaking frustrations after the Leafs loss. And, I think it's fitting. I think it's very fitting that we do this on a late night. We're gonna call this late night ramblings. How about that shit? That's what's gonna be called from now on. Well, it's not even a series. I'm making it sound like it's a series, but hell no. I have a lot of other fucking things to say. But that's my rant. So now the Maple Leafs lost 6-1. Game 5 of round 2. Since Stolarz got injured, he was our main starting goaltender. Since he got injured, the Leafs were up 2-0 in the series, and yeah, now the game's over. What a load of bullshit. Here's Vaughan Road. I can't remember last time I did a walking video on this part of St. Clair Avenue West. But I am gonna quickly pause here for a moment. Pizza's open late. It's good to change things up once in a while, doing all these daytime walks. So I think it's definitely very good to get the change of scenery. And of course, I'm not even far from home. In fact, we're in the York Borough now, although Old Toronto's on the other side. And there's a nice Jamaican place here, Albert's Real Jamaican Foods. We're back. All right, well, I had to take a little breather because, you know, me, you know, I'm an expert at negativity and complaining. And also, you guys just missed look, there's the 512 streetcar heading east to Yonge. And then one westbound one to Guns Loop just passed. But yeah, just 2 minutes. Because, you know, I mean, I am so freaking frustrated. 6-1. At least the Leafs didn't get shut out. They were 66 seconds away from doing so, but they finally scored a goal. But that shit's not saying much. But still, what a dog shit performance. So now I was about to say, the Leafs down 3-2 in the series. They're trailing for the first time. And that's going to Florida, well, actually Sunrise, Florida. So they need an actual fucking response because, again, losing 3 straight when they almost had a chance to go 3-0 was just unacceptable. They need to find a way. Or actually, Richard kept saying, you know, Leafs are so cooked, bro. Yeah, I may have to agree with you on that. Oh, look, there's a gym here. I didn't know that. But I don't know. It could be over. It's going back to Sunrise. What else can we do? As I was saying, since freaking Stolarz got injured, Wool came in. He initially did good, but tonight he's just terrible. And then after allowing that 5th goal, Matt Murray came in, but he allowed 1 goal as well. They could start him, but I really don't know. Oh, Richard just texted me. He just made onto the last 9:35 of the night. Wow. Lucky you, bro. It was good hanging out with you, Liam and Mikey. Heading home very... You know what? If the Leafs lose this season... Or, sorry, if the Leafs get eliminated on Friday, that's fucking it. I'm going to just cheer for the Edmonton Oilers. I really like Connor McDavid. Oilers are up 3-1 against Vegas in their series. Here's Wychwood Avenue. So this neighborhood we're in right now is called Wychwood. Although York is literally just a few meters away. By the way, if you're wondering where I'm going to head to, I'm going to go to Oakwood. And then I'm going to catch the 63 and go home from there. Again, it'll probably take me at least 10 minutes. But also, I have to walk at least a block south because the 63 is detouring due to construction. In fact, let's go to the other side here. Because why the hell not? Again, I love peaceful nights like this. Right? It's not raining and stuff. Again, I gotta fix the... I do not know why the light... Like the lighting is like this. Look, like it's like I'm... Okay, maybe that's better, but still. And there's the 126, Liam's favorite route. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I gotta go to the stop before Oakwood and St. Clair. Because again, the route's detouring due to construction. In fact, Liam took that route today and he experienced it, so... Unfortunately, it's probably going to take me a while longer to get home. But it's late evening. I mean, it may be infrequent, but at least you can get home, like, very fast. No surprise here. All the businesses closed for the night, except the restaurants. Maybe the vape and weed shops. This place is also closed. And there's a McDonald's up ahead. Yeah, look at you, Richard. You made it onto the 9:35. But as I was saying, like, as much as I'm so freaking... Well, guess what? I just ran out of storage, so I just deleted more files on the recently deleted album. Anyway, there's a streetcar here heading east. And here's Christie Street. I'm gonna walk as fast as I can to make this light. Again, that means I have more editing to do, so again... Sorry for the pauses, and also sorry if I'm being so ranty. I'm just not in a good mood right now. I've been here once, Pico Pizza. It's not bad. I mean, I've been to this McDonald's a couple times. or probably just once, even though I don't live too far. But the closest one to me is at Dufferin and Glencairn. It's just a 15-minute walk. As I was saying, it might have cut off, but if they allow the first goal in Game 6 on Friday, like, they're fucked. That's it. I mean, if they score first, as long as they hold on to that lead, you go to Game 7. But also, the Leafs don't do well in Game 7. They've lost 6 straight of them. They haven't even won a freaking Game 7 since the year I was born in 2004. It's tough. It felt like we had so much control in this series. I know Steve Daniel's going to have a meltdown. I'm not going to go to bed until I see that video. Because, come on, in my head, I feel the same emotions as him. I feel the same exact freaking way. But hey, well, initially I wasn't going to make a video. I mean, I didn't make a single video all day. Tonight's the night. I just thought of it while I was walking to the subway with Richard. He's on his way home now. He's ready to get home before me because he's on the 9:35. I don't have a long way to go at all. We just got to contend with the detour. Look, now they're showing the Oilers game. Here's Russian Road. Let's not mention that there's an old streetcar barn just a block south of here, converted into a art space. It's pretty cool. And there's still abandoned streetcar tracks, but even if I passed them, you probably wouldn't get to see shit anyway. All right, now here's more restaurants up ahead. Well, a couple of them at least. And hopefully we'll be at Oakwood soon. I gotta walk at least a block south of here to get to the stop before the bus makes its left turn somewhere. Here's Arlington Avenue. Even if I have the time, I could just walk freaking home from here. But I won't. Because it's dark, it's late at night. Some stupid shit could happen to me. Oh, look. This is a espresso bar here. I don't know if it looks open to me because, look, they got the lights on. We got CP24 running. It's 10:13 right now. Oh, okay, there's someone in the back. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Scotiabank Arena, where the Maple Leafs play, they're having an indoor watch party. Tickets were $15. I was able to get tickets for me and Richard. So we're going to go on Friday. But he says he's not excited at all for Friday, but we're going anyway. Maybe it'll be good luck. But this is really your last chance. Look at this mural here. How come I never see this? Sorry. How come I never noticed it? Look, it's got an old CLRV streetcar. Okay. Let's do one here. Unfortunately, though, they updated the Adobe Express app because I always make my thumbnails there, but I've just been too lazy. Guess what? Oh, look at this guy. Look, he's cycling in the middle of the streetcar tracks. As Zero Neighbourhood would say, that's not dangerous at all. But anyway, to the Adobe Express app, oh my god, the update is fucking terrible. Right? It takes you long to generate your image, to change the font and color. But that's something I gotta get used to. But the thing is, though, Adobe Express is the only free software that's convenient for me to use. Right? Like the old update, obviously the old update was way better. Oh, look at that. Nice. Again, the old update was way better because you could just get things done very quickly. Now with the new updates, it's more complicated. Like, what the hell? Why? Scoreless. I just saw it. This bar was just showing it. So, yeah. I really gotta try and make the thumbnails for all the videos that have been uploaded. Unfortunately, I have been so freaking lazy. And now, with this dumbass update for Adobe Express. It's gonna take even longer. Anyway, I know the Leafs loss has me feeling so negative, but we're almost at the end. In fact, here's Oakwood Avenue. So according to the transit app, the 63 is still diverting, so I gotta walk. I just gotta walk a block south. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not in a good mood at all. But when I make these videos, I mean, it's it helps me, right? I vent it out. I express my frustrations to you guys. Maybe some of you may agree with me, some of you may not. But oh look, we have a modernized horn elevator in there. Interesting. Obviously, I'm not going inside because it's closed. But yeah, that was what my night was like with Richard, Liam, and Mikey. Yeah, here's another Timmy's. Yeah, look at here, Oakwood Avenue. Northbound lanes closed. Here comes another streetcar. Holland Park to Rogers Road. May to August. So essentially almost the entire summer. So that's great. So that is so great. So I didn't even know this was happening. Not even the TTC provides clear communication or updates when things like this happens. Like there's like it just pisses me off. But I guess life is life. I even felt I was watching Elton McFall's recent walking video. Like me, I'm like him. He rants all the time. He swears so much. Well, not as much as he used to, but he always vents his frustration. He loves and hates his city at the same time. But he's very biased because he's old school and he's really into cars. And again, as I said before, I'm a huge fan of him. He's inspired me to make videos, and he's even a subscriber of my channel. Again, thanks to Elton. Also, congrats to Sky of the Universe for hitting 1,000 subscribers. What an achievement. Hopefully I can meet you both soon. But again, I mean, I get my inspirations from these two guys. So this may turn out to be a longer video, but I guess I'm cool with that. It's just now I just gotta catch the 63. Last resort, I can just hop on the streetcar back to the subway, but I don't think there's any point of going out of the way. Here's Oakwood Avenue. So I don't know what plans I have tomorrow. I want to go to Pickering and check out the Hudson's Bay there, since I opted not to do that. So I'll probably go in the afternoon. There's the southbound 63. So southbound is unaffected. It's the northbound side that is. So we gotta go down this way. Well, anyway, guys, I gotta check and see how long this video is because I gotta edit. I really do. You guys see here, stop not in use. Board at northbound of Rosemount. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that as we're now walking south on Oakwood. Anyway, guys, so hope you guys enjoyed this nighttime video. I'm gonna try to do more of these, especially with the warmer months approaching. So, and I hope you enjoyed my swearing, my rants about the Toronto Maple Leafs and all that shit. This really was their last home game. So, unless they can fix their shit together, but unless they can fix it, well, I'm not too sure. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Adios. Sayonara. And bye-bye. What unit do we have here now? 7043. Okay. Okay, I think that's a stop over there. And that's going to bring me home. Well, unless the 109 is there, but I might have to walk from Marley and Eglinton to finish my journey. I need some water. I gotta have a shower. All right, guys, take care. Adios and bye-bye. Have a good night.